My mother loves to cook. She spends a lot of time in the kitchen preparing delicious meals for our family. Every morning she gets up early and starts making breakfast. She is very organized, and she always knows what ingredients to use. She enjoys trying new recipes and making our favorite dishes. The kitchen is her favorite place in the house, and it is always filled with the lovely smells of food. I love watching her cook because she does it with so much love and care for everyone in the family. In the morning, my mother makes breakfast. She prepares eggs, toast, and sometimes pancakes or porridge. I like to help her by setting the table or pouring the juice. She always makes sure that everyone has enough to eat. Sometimes she makes a special breakfast for us, like upma or idli, which are South Indian dishes. My mother always makes healthy food choices, so she adds fruits and vegetables to our meals. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and my mother makes sure it is both tasty and nutritious. My mother is very organized in the kitchen. She arranges all the ingredients neatly before starting to cook. Her kitchen is always clean and tidy. She keeps all the spices, vegetables, and utensils in the right places so she can find them easily. Before cooking, she checks if we have everything she needs. She makes sure that everything is fresh. She uses different pots and pans for each dish and knows exactly how long to cook each item. Her organization helps her to cook faster and make the food taste perfect every time. I love to help my mother in the kitchen. Whenever she cooks, I try to lend a hand. Sometimes I chop vegetables, stir the curry, or set the table. My mother teaches me how to cook simple dishes like rice or making a sandwich. She is very patient with me, and we have a lot of fun working together. I learn new things every time. My mother tells me that cooking is an art, and she wants me to learn how to make delicious meals when I grow up. I feel proud when I help her. My mother makes lunch for us every day. She prepares different types of food for lunch. Some days she makes rice with curry, while other days she makes chapati with dal. My mother knows how to make all kinds of dishes, from vegetarian to non-vegetarian meals. She always makes sure that we eat a balanced meal with proteins, vegetables, and grains. Sometimes she also makes a simple salad or a raita to go with the main dish. We enjoy our lunch together as a family, and everyone loves the food she prepares. My mother loves baking. On weekends, she often bakes cakes, cookies, and muffins. Baking is one of her favorite hobbies, and she does it with great care. She measures the ingredients carefully and mixes everything just right. The smell of freshly baked treats fills the whole house, and it makes us all excited. My mother often lets me help with the mixing and decorating. We make cakes for birthdays and special occasions, and it is always a fun time. Baking together with my mother is a special memory that I will always cherish. She is very good at making snacks. My mother knows how to make delicious snacks for us to eat in the afternoon. Sometimes she makes samosas, pakoras, or sandwiches. Other times she prepares fruit, chaat, or vegetable rolls. These snacks are always crunchy and tasty. She also makes sure that they are healthy by using fresh ingredients and less oil. I love to have her snacks while I relax or do my homework. My mother knows that it is important to have healthy snacks, and she makes sure that they are delicious as well. My mother makes dinner with care. At dinner time, she prepares food for the entire family. She knows what everyone likes and makes dishes that are both tasty and healthy. Sometimes she cooks a traditional dinner like biryani or a special curry on other nights. She prepares simple foods like khichdi or soups. My mother always ensures that we have enough vegetables in our dinner. She also loves to cook food that makes us feel warm and comfortable. After dinner, we all sit together as a family and enjoy the meal she has made for us. She knows how to make delicious desserts. My mother loves making desserts to treat us after a meal. She prepares sweet dishes like kheer gulab, jamun, or halwa. She uses ingredients like milk, sugar, and fruits to make them extra special. I enjoy helping her by stirring the mixture or adding the finishing touches, like garnishing with nuts or raisins. We all look forward to having these desserts after our meal. My mother's desserts are always loved by everyone, and they are the perfect end to a lovely dinner. My mother is a great teacher in the kitchen. She teaches me many cooking skills. For example, she shows me how to chop vegetables safely with a knife. She also teaches me how to make different types of food like pulao, paratha, or dal. Whenever I make a mistake, she gently corrects me and explains how to do it better. My mother always encourages me to try new things and experiment with cooking. She says that cooking is not just about following recipes, but also about using creativity. I'm learning a lot from her every day. My mother always cleans up after cooking. Once the cooking is done, my mother makes sure that the kitchen is clean and organized. She washes the dishes, wipes the countertops, and puts everything back in its place. She also makes sure that the stove and utensils are clean. Cleaning up is an important part of cooking, and my mother does it very well. Sometimes I help her with washing the dishes or putting the food away. I've learned that keeping the kitchen clean is just as important as cooking delicious food. My mother knows how to make food for celebrations. On special occasions like festivals or birthdays, my mother prepares a big feast. She makes many different dishes so that there is something for everyone to enjoy. She cooks extra special meals like biryani, chicken curry, sweets, and more. The kitchen becomes busy, and there are many people helping her. We all work together to make the celebration perfect. My mother's food makes every occasion feel more special. We all look forward to these times when the whole family gathers around and enjoys her delicious meals. My mother's food always makes me happy. No matter what she cooks, I always feel happy and satisfied after eating her food. Her food has a special taste that makes it different from anything else. It feels like home when I eat her cooking. She adds love and care into every dish, and that is what makes her food so special. Whether it is breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I always feel grateful to have my mother's delicious meals. Her cooking brings our family together and makes every meal a memorable experience. Sometimes we make food together as a family. On weekends, my mother lets us all join in the cooking. We all have our own little tasks to do, and it becomes a fun activity. Sometimes we make pizza or bake a cake together. My mother gives everyone a job, and we all work as a team. I love these moments because we not only make good food, but we also spend time with each other. It's a great way to bond and enjoy each other's company. We laugh and talk as we cook. Memories. My mother teaches me about healthy eating. She always reminds me to eat fruits and vegetables to stay healthy. She explains how certain foods help our bodies grow strong and healthy. My mother makes sure that our meals include all the necessary nutrients. She teaches me that eating a balanced diet is important, and that eating healthy food is the key to feeling good. I've learned a lot from her about making healthy food choices, and I try to eat what she makes with a happy heart. My mother's cooking helps me stay healthy. My mother's kitchen is always full of love. When my mother is cooking, you can feel the warmth in the kitchen. It's not just about the food, but also about the love she puts into every meal. Her cooking makes us feel cared for and special. I feel lucky to have a mother who cooks for us with so much love and attention. The kitchen is the heart of our home because it's where we come together to eat, talk, and enjoy each other's company. My mother's love shines through every dish she makes. My mother's kitchen smells amazing. Every time she starts cooking, the whole house fills with wonderful smells. Whether she is frying onions, baking bread, or simmering a curry, the air is filled with delicious scents. I can't wait to taste whatever she's making. The smell of her cooking makes me feel happy and excited for mealtime. I know that whatever is cooking, it will be tasty, because my mother knows how to use spices and ingredients just right. The smell of food in the kitchen always makes the house feel warm and inviting. I am proud of my mother's cooking skills. My mother is a great cook, and I am very proud of her. She can make so many different dishes, and they all taste amazing. People always compliment her food, and I agree with them. She is always learning new recipes and improving her cooking. I admire her passion for cooking and the way she makes every meal special. I hope to become a good cook like her one day. My mother's cooking makes me feel proud and lucky to have her as my mom. Cooking with my mother is a special time. When we cook together, we share stories, laugh, and enjoy each other's company. It's more than just making food. It's about creating memories. My mother always tells me about the dishes she makes and the recipes she learned from her mother. I love hearing these stories while we cook. It helps me learn not just how to cook, but also about our family traditions. Cooking with my mother is always a fun and special time that I will remember forever. I hope to cook like my mother one day. One day I want to be able to cook like my mother. I want to learn all the recipes she knows and make the same delicious food she does. I want to make meals for my family, just like she does for us. I know that cooking takes practice and patience, but I'm ready to learn. My mother has already taught me so much, and I will continue to learn from her. Cooking with love is something I want to carry forward into my future. Don't forget, if you like the video, leave a nice like or comment to encourage us to make more videos.